Michelle says, big up everyone. It's such a good feeling just knowing the club is starting to act serious again. Rivals have rattled. Also, Flex, loved your call on DR. Yeah, call in there just to give them a little bit of, honestly, you're not allowed to be excited about, like I said, the off the pitch stuff. It's all wait for this and you ain't done wait. Abby's giving it the whole well, we've read that they've cut the lunch boxes for the staff. I said, yeah, well, if you actually read the article as well, it also says they found a lot of wastage of food in bins and left on tables. So they're just looking at a more efficient way of doing things. Like just the narratives are funny. The narratives are funny.
Yeah. Abby sounds very rattled. You know what I mean?
Very, very rattled.
Very, very rattled. You know what I mean?
If you lose against Brighton, we will be here. What's this got to do with Brighton? Then they try and make it about something I'm not saying. I'm saying my club off the pitch. I'm just looking forward to what we're doing. We finally got people who make good decisions and we're going in the right direction. Does that mean you can lose on Saturday afternoon? Of course it does. It's a football match.
I heard, her when she was saying on that call-in show, I saw that she was sort of said about how, well, actually the first half performance against Leicester was really, really good and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, wait a minute, where's Robbie? Where's Robbie? I thought.
No, wait a minute. Wait.
I thought if we dared draw with newly promoted Leicester City, and our thing was, well, we played quite well in the first half. Never let's forget it. Never. 100%. I mean, how in the mud would we be? And it's the most Spursy thing, isn't it, to be like, well, I don't really care about the result. I just care about the performance. Because if you don't care about the result, then you don't care about winning anything. And that's why Spurs don't win anything, because they don't care about the result. Case in point, I don't think they could. I never thought as a fan base they could come back from last season. The fact that they didn't care whether they won or lost against City, so Arsenal didn't win the league. And their own manager was basically sitting in the press conference going, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. That the fans don't want us to win. and you go, welcome to Tottenham, mate. That's literally it.
Yes, me and you were talking about this because we were disagreeing on Talksport because he was like, well, I don't know why Andrew's being so miserable and, the Tottenham fans, they're entitled to be like that. And he was like, he needs to just focus on. If you're Spurs, we need to stop hyping up Spurs. They need to just focus on the Europa League. They need to. That's where the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, stop playing weakened teams. Like no one expects them to do good in the league. So why is this an outrage? Hugh was like, why are we all jumping on Tottenham? It's one game. It's not that deep because they're not expected to win the Premier League. But I said no, Hugh. I said no. That's shocking. Yet Leicester have just come back up, hanging on by a thread. PSR hanging over them, Jamie Vardy drinking Red Bulls at half time. Like and they did mess. He goes, but it didn't mess up. I goes, they did mess up. They did mess up. They should have been about 4-5-0 up, but they wasn't because they messed up. Then they pretty much nearly lost the game and probably should have lost the game after Leicester got the equaliser. So you have to call it out. And Andrew's right. He goes, yeah, but he doesn't need to be that. I goes, no, he's pissed off. He's trying to drive standards up and saying that is not acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with that?
I mean, like, it's...
but yeah,
it's bad. It's bad. Yeah.
Shahil, I've read that one already. Flex needs to cook her. She predicted a 3-1 loss if we win. Please cook. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they would. And Cecil was even going, I don't think it will happen, but just need it to. I'm just going to go 3-1. So if we win, I'm not even on DR on Monday as well. So when we win, she's like, oh, you need to come there. You need to hold that 3-1. Well, are you going to be there, loudmouth, once we win? And who have they got? Oh, they're playing at home actually, and they'll probably win.
Well, it depends. Who have they got? Spurs.
Is it Bournemouth?
They've got Everton at home. I tell you, if they didn't win that game, Everton at home. My God.
Beat them. Then Matisse was giving it. Matisse was getting in there. Yeah, and I said, oh, mate, listen. See, even them last night, what the hell was Cole Palmer doing on the pitch against them? And then
he's injured. He's injured.
He's injured.
He hobbled off, didn't he, Cole Palmer?
He? Yeah. And I was saying that during the thing. I was
down
like,
down the tunnel.
In this,
I don't know if he's properly injured, but there's like concern that he sort of hobbled down.
Tony Madueke giving it this. Is that me? That me, mate. Then Serviette. That me. See that? Joke club, mate. Joke club.
And Cuckoo, like doing the balloon against that TV, sort of just go, mate, it's not worth the extra celebration in that one.
Let that be us. Imagine
I know.
Bruno and Bruno's running off doing that after scoring against
knee slide
Serviette at home. these lot are embarrassing. Also, Enzo Maresca as well. Listen, I've got no problem with like. I actually don't think he's being too brutal in terms of like he has to work with his squad. He has to say it as it is. I don't really mind that. I don't think he's like. I think the club have treated like Raheem Sterling bad and what they're doing and the decisions. He's walked in there and they've gone, mate. You ain't got him, and him. We're selling him. You've got to work with these. Like you get dictated to in that job. So I've got no problem with that. But I'll tell you this: anyhow, Eric Ten Hag would have said, well, you know, if Jada wants minutes, he better basically piss off because he's not going to get it here. I've spoken to him. I can't say it any clearer than this. All he said was basic on this week's training. He just wasn't selected.
Look what happened last season with it. You're barbaric. You know, we're holding him prisoner at Carrington. You know what I mean? There was a question of human rights about it.
Yeah,
like it was mad. So it's just. I mean, it's not new news, is it? There is a double standard with United, and in a weekend, like, put it this way, this is also the thing. We mentioned this in the preview. We spoke about it yesterday on the Full View as well. That it's like when we were put on Friday last week. It's because it gives everyone the most amount of time possible to talk about United. Yeah. And it's a bit like with the lunchtime kickoff. At least they then got as much time as they possibly can, minimum a day. But even into like, you know, the next week, it'll be like, we can talk about United. We can talk about United. And then when we win, they don't have much to talk about, do they? They have to talk about something else. And then last week, it was really Chelsea because they couldn't talk about United. And every time they tried to, it was just filled with sort of snide comments going, not totally convincing. That was what they just always do. And you can really genuinely see sometimes watching, you know, certain pundits or even sometimes just like presenters that, you know, aren't United fans or like say Liverpool fans, the gritted teeth. Sometimes you can just see the body language change and they're sort of like, United won at Old Trafford on Friday. You go, wow, this is tough. this is tough for you. So long may it continue. Yeah, long may it continue. I hope because Brighton is such a sort of slippy, you know, fixture for us. I hope that if we did win that game, we'd be like, yeah, but it won't change anything. That'll be luck. You know what I mean?
I'll be luck and early in the season, and if we lose, it'll be you're just the same. You see, you're crap. We told you because you lost their game. So then it'll be you're going to get smashed off Liverpool, just that and the other. We know all the narrative.
We got lucky against Fulham, didn't we? We got lucky. You got
lucky. Exactly. So the truth of the matter is, we'd have to deal with it after every single game from some of our own fans and ones outside the fan base. But that is the nature of the beast. As long as it's true, we have to just try and remain calm and just let the team just, you know what I mean, if they draw, if they lose, if they win, whatever it is. But we do need to see some progression, some patterns, some confidence, some fitness, and momentum. So and a decent level of performance of what we know we're going to get. What we want to scrub out really is this whole getting absolutely run through